Is getting your own authority worth the hassle of all the things you have to go through to get it? My answer is yes, it very much is. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Blaine Evans, and we are back in Utah. As you read in the title, we are going to be talking today about getting your own authority. The pros, the cons, if you pay somebody to do it for you, if you do it yourself, the process that me and my partner went through to get our own authority. So as you can see though, we are back in beautiful northern Utah, and there's my truck back there. I'm hauling 3 cargo trailers. They are heading down to Ridgecrest, California for a Monday delivery, because we're going camping this weekend. But without further ado, let me get inside, get sat down, and let's talk about getting your authority. All right, guys and gals, welcome back. I am now inside and ready to get started. As I said before, we are going to be talking about getting your own authority, and is it worth it? My answer to, well, is it worth it? I think that it is extremely worth it. It is a headache. It is a process that you hope goes smooth and quickly, but even like when we got ours, it took I think about 8 weeks. Some of that was our fault, some of it was just it's just the process that it is. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is, do you pay somebody to do it for you, or do you do it yourself? Now obviously you can do it yourself. You can go to the FMCSA website. It's pretty straightforward, walks you through it. For cost, it is definitely cheaper for you to do it yourself. I think you can get your authority for around $400, somewhere in that range, if you do all the paperwork, filing, and things yourself. Me and my partner, we decided to pay a company called DAT, D-A-T, to do it for us. And I'll pull DAT up. I got my laptop on right behind you guys, so there it is. Actually, I have a bookmark for it. But anyways, we paid DAT. I think it was $900 or something for the complete package, but that covers pretty much everything. So that's what we did. But like I said, you can do it by yourself. It's just where I was leased onto another company, and so I needed to stay over the road, and we just figured, with another company, they're responsible for all the headaches and everything, where like say that you send in your paperwork, you forgot to sign something, you have to go back in, you have to redo all the paperwork, or they have to send it to you, and then you send it back, and it's just, I would rather just hand it off to somebody. You guys have done it numerous times. You know what you're doing. I don't want to stress out about it. So let's move on to the next thing. So I have, was it worth the money? You definitely pay to have somebody else do it. Like I said, you can do it for yourself. I think around $400. I think we paid, here, let me find it on the website, and then I'll flip the camera around. I think we paid nine something. But like I said, it takes all that stress off of your shoulders. It puts it on theirs. If they do something wrong, they're responsible for it. So that's the direction that we did. So, and we actually did a package to where we did a combo package. Something else we're going to jump into here in the first of next year, so we'll go more into that. The process, how long did it take? Let me flip this around and show you. So here's DAT's different packages. You have $549 for the basic, includes the federal fees, the MCDOT number, BOC3 process agents. $874 includes the basic package, which is this package that I just read you, the IFTA and IRP registration, state permits, and UCR. And then the $994 is the one that we did. It includes the basic, includes the gold package, and a safety compliance kit. If I was to do it again knowing what I know now, the safety compliance kit basically just tells you what you need to get ready for that first audit. Because if none of you guys know, within the first, I think they have up to 18 months, the DOT can audit you. Now, with that being said, we were stressed out about it. We thought, oh crap, they're coming to the office, you know, they're gonna, so we have like everything in line in file cabinets, just everything separated and different files for everything. Well, they call you, tell you what they need. We haven't went through it yet. I'll do another video on the audit once we do it, but from what we heard from a lady we called, is they just call you on the phone. They say we need this and this and this and this, and you send it to them. They look it over. If everything's good, you're golden. So they said it's highly doubtly that they'll come out to the office. But with that being said, the $994 package, I think that it was worth it, just taking that headache away. Now back to the process. How long did it take? Like I said before, I think ours was 7 to 8 weeks. Could have been closer to 6. I'm not sure exactly. It was 6 to 8 weeks in that time frame. DAT, after you pay for it, it was like the next day. One of the guys from DAT contacted me, and he said, okay, I'm putting in for your MC and your DOT number now. He's all, in about 40 minutes your phone's gonna blow up with factoring companies and everybody and their sister and brother trying to call out to you, trying to get you to use their service. And he wasn't kidding. About 20 minutes later, the phone blew up. And then they also put in for your BOC3 process agent. Now that's the one that takes the time. That takes 3 weeks. There's nothing you can do about it. It takes 3 weeks to go through. So if everything went perfect and you had everything in place, I think the turnaround on your authority from start to finish, if it was just on point the whole time, is like 24, 25 days. How much? I told you guys how much we paid. It was that platinum package, the $994. Now it says the IFTA and IRP registration, they pretty much tell you what you need and give you the list of what you need to take out to your local DMV. They don't actually turn that stuff in for you. It is your responsibility to get the paperwork together. You go out, you turn it in, and you get your IRP and your IFTA set up through your state. Now, that was a pretty easy process. It wasn't that bad. So we were out there, after we got the paperwork together. The paperwork side of it was a little bit longer, you know, it took a few days to get everything together. But once we went out to the DMV, it was like 20 minutes. We were in there, license plates. In Utah, you get license plates on the spot, and IFTA, and paid the fees. It was $1,600 or something. But now, one thing people don't address that I've seen in YouTube videos is how much your credit is going to affect the different portions. You know, if you do have shaky credit and stuff, it's definitely going to be an issue when coming to get the insurance for your company. So you're going to want to think about that. That kind of goes hand in hand with factoring. If you don't have a big capital to lean against, like a working capital to lean on, you know, $25,000, you're probably going to want to factor your loads, because you're not going to want to wait 30 or 60 days, 90 days to get paid, which I didn't know this until we started looking for it. And I don't have any liens or judgments, and neither does my partner, obviously, but that was a huge thing. So if you have like a lien or a judgment out against you personally, factoring companies won't take you, because essentially whoever's got the lien or the judgment against you could come after the factoring company and take that money, and so they don't want to see that happen. The insurance for us was the biggest weight. A lot of that was our fault, because we decided to, well, find an insurance company that would let us grow as fast as we wanted to, because that was our plan. We could have had an insurance company. They say so for everything to run smoothly, you get the insurance. Well, they send in for the MC DOT number and then the BOC3, you know, there in that first couple of days. Now you have that 21-day wait period for the BOC to go through. So within the first 2 weeks of that, they say to get your insurance set up that way, because it takes about 5 business days for it to be registered through the FMCSA. And so if you get your insurance within that first couple of weeks, then by the time your active date gets there, then you'll be good. You'll be able to go out, you know, get your IFTA and IRP done and be on the road. But with us, we tossed around a few insurance quotes, and some wouldn't let us grow, some would let us grow up to 6 trucks the first year, but essentially we ended up finding a company that let us grow as much as we want, as fast as we want. So, and then yes, we did end up going with a factoring company. I will talk about more of that in a later video, because this is already getting a little bit long. And then fuel cards, we did our fuel cards through the company that we are doing our factoring through. Our factoring, we only do 3%, so it's 3% flat fee. There's no surprises and all that kind of junk for additional fees. It's 3% flat. So I will do a video here within the next week or so talking about the factoring company. I think they're an amazing factoring company, and also they have a great fuel card program that you can take advantage of as well. With that being said, yeah, just get out there and get it done, guys. I mean, if you're looking at it, make sure you have quite a bit of, well, not quite a bit of money. I would say starting out, to give you an idea, we put 20 grand into the account, into the business account to get started. I think once everything was paid, insurance, deductibles, and we didn't have a trailer, so for the trailer and everything, I think we started out our first load still with like 12 to 13 in the account after all the fees and everything. So I mean, you could do it for about 10 grand, and then you just have to be really careful, because you would have to factor at that point. But let me know what you guys thought of the video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If there's something I didn't cover, I do answer my questions that are asked on YouTube. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you all on the next video.